Hey, Bruce, Chris Chapman, Fox Sports Las Vegas postgame show. You guys are 4-0 on this homestand. I think it's now 7 of 8 games you won. How close do you feel this team is to where you want them to be heading into this final stretch of games?
We're getting there. We're certainly closer to 60 minutes than we have been. Tonight, I didn't think our start. It was a little uneven. Power play. They did some things to take away, the plays we like, and we adjusted eventually, but took a little bit. But we got going after that. I thought our value to defend was good all night. Reloads and taking care of the puck, and that's what it's going to take for us. I think that's our identity. I think it's when we're at our best. We have enough scoring in the room, so we'll be okay there. It's just willingness to defend, I think, has really gone up a lot. Probably even in January when we weren't winning, I thought we started turning the corner there. Sammy made some big saves early. I think it was Raquel or Russ. They had a couple of looks, and good for him. He needed a game like that, and then we came around and played better in front of him as the game went on. And so that's important team building blocks too, right? So that's why I think we're getting closer, because I think it's everybody. It can't just be a few guys carrying your one area of the game, and it looks like a lot of our areas of the game are coming around.
I know it wasn't a trade deadline acquisition, but acquiring Brandon Saad was kind of like a trade deadline acquisition. Just what has he done to fit in so well right away and so quickly?
He's been himself. He as advertised, a guy that brings offense. He's consistently been a 20-goal scorer in this league. Good speed, plays a pretty direct game. Can help you on special teams. So he's done all of that. He's been a good fit where he is. We've moved him around. We might still do that a little bit depending on, once we get our full lineup, how everything looks. But just been himself. And that was the ask, and I think that's what he wanted to do, is come here and help a team win and get to play his minutes and be relied on to be a piece of the puzzle, and he's been all of that.
Oh, Danny, then Jack.
Hey, Bruce, Danny Webster, Las Vegas Review-Journal. Not a busy night for Samsonov, but looked comfortable pretty much all night. What did you think about the way he rebounded tonight?
Yeah, early. He made the saves he had to early. Like, when you look at the game at the end, it's like, okay, it's 4-0. Not a lot going on as halfway point on, but early on he had to make saves. We weren't chasing the game. And whether that's 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, you don't want a goalie to have to make 10. That's typically not how we play, but early on, if you get those saves, it's like the Toronto game. We got up 3-0, but Hilly made some good saves. So you get those stops early, then we get into it and realize, hey, we got to check better. It keeps you, like I said, from chasing the game, giving the other team confidence, especially in this building. I think teams know it's not an easy 2 points to take out of this building. So now the goalie's playing well. Sometimes that can be a mental challenge for the other team, and I think that's what happened a little bit tonight early.
Oh, Jack, then Paul.
Jack Williams from the Las Vegas Sun. Talking a little bit more about Samsonov and coming off his 2 starts against LA and Chicago, where there were a few more goals allowed than usual, and then it seemed like at practice too he was getting visibly frustrated. I guess how important was this for his confidence, his moving forward, and just what you guys need from him?
Well, we'll see going forward, but he needed a game tonight. We need to be good in front of him, but he needed a game because the last 2 didn't go as well as he would like, and we're all in agreement of that. You're going to have ups and downs during the season, so we get that. We understand that. How do you respond? Responded well. It's okay to show a little emotion in practice too. There's nothing wrong with that for that position. It's a frustrating position, and it's a lonely position some days too, so that's fine. Just channel it the right way when you do that, and bring it to the table when it's puck drop, and he did all of that. So good response for him. He's a good teammate. Guys like him. I think they wanted to play better or play well in front of him, and we checked a lot of boxes with that tonight.
Paulo Santos, NHL.com. Bruce, what has really been working for the offense recently? It seems like a lot of you guys are scoring goals, which is going to help the goalies naturally. But overall, scoring has helped this team a lot. What has been working on offense for you guys?
Well, our power play typically has contributed. Tonight it didn't have to or didn't early on, but our rush game has been good over the years. If teams aren't aware of that and don't reload or lose people, we'll hurt them. We did that against Toronto. We had some good looks off the rush tonight. Barbie's goal is a good example of that. Second period, quick transition. I think it's our ozone game. I think we're hanging on to pucks better. Our D are active at the right time, help the offense as a group of 5. Sometimes it's pounding pucks to the net before they can recover to the scoring area. Sometimes it's hanging on to it in movement. I think we've seen a bit of both. So I think our ozone play is, I've said it all year, it's been an area that we wanted to target coming into training camp to be better at. We thought against Dallas last year it wasn't good enough. So we put an emphasis on it. And I think the guys have responded. I think the personnel that we have out there is obviously help. They're the people that do it, right? So they're doing a good job with it. We're not just relying on power play and rush, right? Some nights that's what you get. But in general, the tighter it gets, you need that part of the game. I think we've been better with our spacing and us reinforcing that every day. Maybe we didn't do enough of that. This year it's been a point of emphasis almost every second or third game. If we don't get some 5-on-5 ozone stuff, then hey, we talk about it. I think the guys are doing a good job of buying in.
Take two more, Adam, then Willie.
Obviously a whirlwind day for Riley, so kind of, a lot happening for him, but what did you think of how he played? And then I guess more importantly, what does it do to the group? Do you kind of see him fitting back in the locker room and see that emotion?
Listen, the guys are all pulling for him every chance he had to score a goal. He's a popular guy in there. A lot of emotion. I think he's going to be a tired guy tomorrow, to be honest with you, with everything that happened. I thought his game was very Riley Smith-like, really good on the walls, got pucks into the middle of the ice off the wall. I got through the neutral zone, had a few looks, good 200-foot game. We'll take a closer look at it, but I thought, his line played very well. He's a very consistent guy, he always has been. That's his trademark, that's why he's been in the league a long time and valued, and he did that tonight. Didn't see him on the kill because we didn't have any. We know he's going to contribute there. A little bit of power play time tonight with the Nick Waugh unit. This game was good. And I assume it'll be good most nights because that's a little bit who he is, right? He's a very consistent player.
Bruce, Willie Ramirez for the Hockey News. The guys, obviously, once the trade deadline hits, they know the teammates they'll be playing with going forward. But for you as a coach, now that this is gone, is this a good exhale game? See what they've done, 4-0, and you can kind of just sit back and relax, also ease your mind and focus on what's left to come of the season?
Yeah, listen, it was a tough day for Pittsburgh. They lost guys out of their locker room, right? So we had to make sure we were ready to play, and as the game went on, we were. So that's the good news. We'll get tested here as we go on the road, and probably good timing next week because now this is the team, right? We know that we're together. But for me as a coach, I wasn't that worried. I know Krim, we talk a lot about the makeup of the team, et cetera. And I liked our team a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I like it better with Riley Smith in the lineup. He's a good piece for us. Now it's time to sort of put it all together. This is our team. So yes, to your point, that will be the message. Here's how we need to play. It'll be reinforced from now till we're done because we need to see the games we played against Jersey, against Toronto, these type of games where we're playing well defensively and we're patient and we're not chasing the game and we're not losing our structure and staying in the game even if we don't score. We did against Toronto. Jersey took a little more, to the third period. It was power play. So tonight a little bit. So let's stick with it. And I think we have a real chance to be, one of the better teams in the West. And that's going to be our goal, for the next, whatever it is, 6 weeks, to keep building it so that we are a really tough team to play against. And that's how I think, we can separate ourselves. That's what we did 2 years ago. We had enough scoring, so that'll be our focus.